et aussi contre le pays hôte. Et on risque d'avoir également un public acquis à la cause donc, de cette finale, de cette équipe marocaine. Alors, est-ce que vous comptez vous inspirer de cette finale déjà jouée en 2023 pour bien terminer donc, en beauté cette compétition? Merci.
Oui, bonjour Soda, et merci. Donc pour le retard, voilà, il y a le score qui est arrivé un peu en retard. Donc c'est pour ça qu'on est là à cette heure-là. Bref, et on s'en excuse, hein, même si c'est... Voilà. Mais parlant de la finale, en Algérie, c'est sûr que c'est deux compétitions différentes, mais j'espère que ça se passera pareil qu'en Algérie, parce que jouer contre le pays hôte, c'est jamais facile. Parce qu'il aura son public, mais après le public restera qu'en haut. Sur le rectangle vert, c'est 11 hommes contre 11 hommes. Donc voilà, moi, mes joueurs, ils le savent. Donc voilà, et il y aura un arbitre qui sera là, les trois arbitres. Voilà, après le reste, ça sera que eux. Le public restera qu'en haut, et le reste, ça se décidera sur le terrain. Et espérons que voilà, ça se passera bien. Et le pays hôte en Algérie, ça s'était très bien passé. Et sur côté organisation, tout, on était vraiment satisfait avec l'équipe locale. Et à la fin, ça s'est très bien passé. Après, ici, hier, vous avez vu, je préférais ne pas en parler. Notre fédération en a parlé. Je pense que les enjeux d'un football ne doivent pas nous amener à faire certaines choses. Parce que quand on voit, aujourd'hui, c'est l'image de l'Afrique qui est en jeu. Notre compétition qu'avant, personne ne regardait, aujourd'hui, on l'a mis haut. Il ne faut pas qu'on gâte ça. Parce que quand même, on a des joueurs de planétaires. On a des joueurs que, malheureusement, c'est à cause de la CAN qu'on n'a pas gagné, qu'ils n'ont pas gagné le Ballon d'Or. Parce que les gens disaient que ce n'était pas une compétition majeure. Donc, Sadio Mané méritait ce Ballon d'Or. Mais il disait que, parce que c'est une CAN, ce n'est pas une compétition majeure. Aujourd'hui, il y a une belle organisation. Il faut bien la finir. C'est important. Il faut bien finir cette organisation. Et hier, ce qui s'est passé, c'est anormal. Anormal. Une équipe comme le Sénégal qui descend, on le laisse avec la foule populaire comme ça. Mes joueurs étaient en danger. Tout pouvait se passer contre des personnes mal intentionnées. Et ça ne doit pas se passer. Surtout entre deux pays frères. Qu'on a toujours dit. C'est important. Merci.
Thank you. Just for this, before the second question, please, photographer, you can stop now. You can stop. Donc, vous pouvez arrêter pour les photos maintenant, s'il vous plaît. Merci. Deuxième question.
Elton Mokolo, journaliste pour AMC Sport. Ma question est davantage pour Moussa Niakhaté sur le volet sportif. Le Sénégal, c'est 3 finales de Coupe d'Afrique des Nations sur les 4 dernières éditions. Moussa, toi qui es partie intégrante de cette équipe, comment tu peux nous expliquer ce savoir-faire sénégalais?
Bonjour Elton. Ça montre la constance que le football sénégalais a pris ces dernières années. On est très content de cette constance. C'est 3 finales sur les 4 dernières éditions, c'est très fort, c'est exceptionnel, je dirais. Surtout quand on voit nos adversaires avec les grosses nations qui montent aussi. Donc c'est vraiment pas évident. C'est un travail de longue haleine, voilà, qui a commencé sur les 10-15 dernières années. Aujourd'hui, nous, notre génération, on récolte les fruits de ce travail. Le coach a bien pris le relais après le départ du coach Cissé. Et voilà, c'est un travail, c'est aussi des joueurs qui veulent rejoindre cette sélection avec le cœur pour faire les choses bien. Les anciens qui encadrent bien, qui, eux, ont vécu des années beaucoup plus compliquées par le passé. Ils ont appris de ces expériences-là et qui nous inculquent ce qu'est le football africain. Et voilà, donc c'est un roulement qui fait qu'aujourd'hui, les demi-finales sont vraiment un minimum pour le Sénégal et la finale est devenue une habitude. Donc voilà, mais sur cette habitude, on n'a gagné qu'une fois. Et une chose qu'on veut régler demain en remportant cette Coupe d'Afrique.
Bonjour Moussa, Xavier Montferrand de Radio France. C'est une finale très particulière déjà parce que ce sont les 2 favoris de la compétition qui se font face. Ce sont 2 pays frères, on en parle beaucoup, ici au Maroc notamment. Mais il y a un enjeu, il y a une coupe. Est-ce que quelque part vous êtes venu un peu, dans le respect, mais gâcher la fête des Marocains?
C'est vrai que cette phrase gâcher la fête, j'aime pas trop. J'aime pas trop parce que on est dans le respect. On a toujours été dans le respect. C'est ce qu'on nous a toujours inculqué sur les valeurs du Sénégal. Et c'est ce qui fait qu'on est aujourd'hui dans cette finale. On a toujours respecté nos adversaires. On a joué avec nos qualités, avec notre détermination. Mais une certitude, c'est vrai, ce sont deux pays frères et c'est réel. On l'a vraiment senti durant toute cette compétition. Comme le coach vient de le dire, ce sont deux pays frères.
30 years ago, or 26 years ago, they weren't really a powerhouse in African football. But Senegal have come a long way since they got their golden generation in the early 2000s. Mamani, of course, leading them to a title in 2021 against Egypt on penalty. He's already said that there's another appearance. In the AFCON,
I'm sure you'll be at the other side of
Battle of the Two Lions, Morocco. They've been solid defensively in the tournament. And now they break Senegal's first line of defense inside the midfield. It is El Kabi inside the 18-yard box. But Sabari's shot has been blocked. He couldn't get it on target. That was a good run. No. They didn't touch any Senegalese player. He couldn't get the proper connection on the ball to be able to get it on target. Big relief for Edward Mendy, who perhaps was expecting a proper attempt from Sabari.
Yeah, I think that would have been a very, interesting one from him. He got the opportunity to, make it count, to execute it well. He couldn't, and that is a plus for, Senegal to also defend that situation. It's been a very good start. For the Moroccans, they are trying to talk to the ball more on the field of play in terms of possession. Senegalese are also being very, very careful at the back. Not leaving any spaces behind, trying to, maintain composure in the middle, win the ball, then try to use the quick attacking transitional play, 1-2 quick 3 passes. They should be in the half of the Moroccans, and they have done that so far. They've done that so well for themselves, but the Moroccans will still have the possession domination because of, the fans are behind them, and they will try to, execute their, intelligence and how technical they are. But they are playing against a very solid, a very formidable side. They will give Morocco a tough match for this particular final. That is why I am so much glad that these two sides are giving us the showdown so far as the AFCON finals is concerned.
This is the reason why now Morocco inside the 18-yard box. And Niakite was able to, it is Antoine Mendy rather, protected the ball, prevented the Zazuli from getting the final touch. Tormented Nigeria's defense very, very well. some few days ago in the semi-finals. That is Zazuli. Had about 3 more Bali. For me, I think that he's done enough to be crowned as the goalkeeper of the tournament. But
Stanley Mwabali.
yeah,
No, I don't think so. I think either Eduardo Mendy or Yasin Bono.
but
One should just.
in terms of being tested,
Yeah, because
Mendy has barely lifted a finger.
because they have a very good squad, and they are also thriving over, I mean, their opponents they've been meeting. But you can also make a case for, I mean, a goalkeeper who finds himself in sometimes a minnow team or a team that are, I mean, struggling to compete and conceding a lot of chances. So definitely you will make some saves to also help your team. But at the end of the day, making your team through to, I mean, the bigger stages and to the higher level to also comes to play. And these two goalkeepers, I think, having themselves here, they have protected their team so well. They have also, it does not mean they've not made some crucial saves. They have been tested in their, I mean, games that they've played, but they've been able to, I mean, also help the team contribute their quota by helping the teams find themselves here in the grand finale. So whichever way it goes, at the end of the day, I'm expecting Eduardo Mendy or a certain Yasin Bono to be given the goalkeeper of the tournament.
That is Lawrence, 17 minutes. Let me also hear from you in the comment section. Do you agree with him? Because personally, until something changes in this game, I think that Stanley Mwabali yesterday, brilliant saves in the shootout 2 against Egypt.
I think we can have a precedent in the tournament where Mwabali is out. Probably yes, he was able to amass the 3rd position, but he is not in the final. But we can give him that best goalkeeper of the tournament. I think if we're able to set that precedent, judging from, I'm sure, subsequent tournaments, all the goalkeepers that would come will try to live up to expectations, knowing well that even if we are not able to get to the grand finale, if we are able to get to the quarter or the semis and we are able to prove ourselves, even if we are out, yes, we'll still be remembered. Then we'll be given something at the end of the tournament. But if we wait to the grand finale, then it's a no, because this one, if all 2 keepers are pegged at the same goals that they've conceded, then we'll boil down to probably who does well in the game. You get it? And if Morocco is to attack the Senegalese more, then we'll put Mendy on pressure to do more saves. On the other hand, if Senegal is also to attack Morocco more, then it will put Bono on the other hand to do more saves. Then we'll be judging from who is able to save more, who is able to do more fancy, as it were, saves to keep their opponents from scoring. Then it's going to get interesting to judge who wins the best goalkeeper. But I think yes, there's always room for precedent, so we can set that precedent in the tournament. Then we take it from there.
You can set a good precedent, but for me, I strongly believe that until we see some crucial saves, and now El Kabi, Morocco on the line, El Kabi tests Azuli, and he couldn't get to the ball on target. Sabari, whether offside or not, missing a very crucial opportunity. The pass came very, very late. Glorious opportunity missed by Morocco. Will this come back to bite them?
No, I think they are doing so well. They are attacking the Senegalese so well. They are not giving them any time to breathe. And of course, that should give you the clear intent of the Moroccans. They are in to attack well and also defend well and also create chances against a very difficult side, a very formidable side. And they are, I mean, trying so far after 20 minutes. They've been the better side in the game in terms of chances, in terms of making incursions, in terms of talking to the ball more on the field of play. They've been the better side. Chances will be missed, and some too will be, put at the back of the net. But as to when and the time they will be able to, get a needed opportunity, the clear-cut one they will finally put at the back of the net. I think there's more time to do so, and time will be the best judge.
There's more time, Senegal. They give the ball away. Anous down, open up to the left-hand side as Zazuli gets the touch. Akabi believes he was stripped. Referee is not having any of it now. It is Akite inside midfield. Senegal, they give the ball away, but the referee whistle for an infringement against El Anou. Referee believes that he tripped Papi Gay, and that was the earlier tackle. Some exaggeration from Akabi. He exaggerated the situation, but the referee is on top of his game, and that is the reason why dignitaries at the stadium. Arsene Wenger is there. There is Nicholas Jackson, Bayern on loan from Chelsea. He started the tournament on a very good note, but it's been a slow one for him now. Niakite at the back, controlling affairs in the absence of Kalidou Koulibaly. Drissa Gana Guy with the armband today. Now Ilman in the eye. 1-2 with Nicholas Jackson. Lamine Camara will pick it up to Antoine Mendy. And Mamadou Sarr will go back to his goalkeeper, Benjamin Mendy. Now Senegal, but they need to be very careful with what they are doing at the back. They're finding it very difficult to control the tempo of the game. Maybe the first yellow card will go against Lamine Camara. He needs to be careful for his tackle on El Anou. First yellow card of the game has been issued to Senegal's youngster, Lamine Camara. Well, this is not really.
This is sometimes how the situation occurred also would prompt the referee to issue a card, but clearly having the second and the third look is just a normal foul, but for the card to have come in, that is where the problem lies. But clearly it is a situation 90% of referees will whistle for an infringement advantage Morocco, but the yellow card is where the controversies comes in. But man is gullible, so referee, I think, is cool.
First yellow card goes to Lamine Camara. Senegal not really pressing in their numbers. Morocco with the possession so far, exchanging passing. Naive Aguerd goes with the long one, looking for Akabi. The ball goes straight into waiting arms of goalkeeper Edouard Mendy. Akabi scored some spectacular goals in the tournament. The second goal in the opening game against Comoros was one to remember. He scored again in Morocco's final group game. And now Sadio Mane is through. Achraf Hakimi intercepted the ball very well. To Naive Aguerd Massina, picked things up. Sabari is driving the ball forward. He opens up. He's looking for his Zazuli, but Antoine Mendy was there to intercept and keep Senegal out of trouble.
I think Senegal, they are really playing well, but Morocco are trying their best not to allow Mane on the ball too much. You can tell from how they're playing. Ashraf Hakimi is not going too much. He's preventing Mane from all the balls that will come to him. Then to their Moroccans have. So Hakimi is sitting deep, stopping all the runs of Sadio Mane. And it's really affecting the Senegal national team. Idrissa Gana Gueye is not able to control that midfield very well. He caused that chance that the player missed earlier in the game. He gave the ball to the Moroccan national team. Then they went all ahead to put the ball at the side net and have the Senegalese national team. So I think that Gana Gueye should control the midfield. Yes, there is first yellow card in the game, which will make the player uncomfortable in the midfield because the game will be played in the midfield. So once he's not able to go in for that tackle, that 50-50 challenge, then it puts pressure on the Senegalese national team to bring more players ahead because he's on a booking. Any further tackle from him, any challenge from him again will mean that he's going to get a red card. Then he will be sent off, which will mean that they will be down by a man, which I'm not sure Senegal would want to be down by a man in just about 30 minutes into the game. We have about 60 minutes more to play in the second half, so I'm not sure they would want to do that. So I think that yes, it's early days yet. They are all playing well. Let's see who will be able to break the deadlock in the grand finale.
Let's see who will be able to break the deadlock. And there is Aliou Cissé, who won Senegal's first title. He was the captain of the team that played in the 2002 AFCON final. They lost to Cameroon. In that same year, they became the second African country to play at the quarter in the FIFA World Cup. Now Senegal break away, man in the eye. He's been dispossessed as Zazuli. Good tackle for Mazraoui. Now Mazraoui is driving the ball forward. Eleman in the eye is able to stop him, Antoine. And now the Senegalese have recovered very well. They've not really gotten their grip on the game yet, but they are still in the game. The top two African countries in terms of ranking. So this is a proper final. It doesn't really happen often that you have the top two most ranked teams in Africa playing in the finals of the AFCON in the same year. And for West Africans, probably it would have been better for us if it was Nigeria against Senegal. I think the heat in town would have been different.
Sure. The vibe around it, even before the start of the game, would have been different. And I mean, Senegal, they don't have that. I mean, the supporting base, that fanaticism you see from their media, the other, the print presses, and also the social media fans. You don't see that from either Senegal or Morocco. But should this happen to be, either of these playing against Nigeria, Ghana, even sometimes Egypt gives you this kind of vibe, but you barely see this from, the Senegalese side and also the Moroccans' point. But of course, this is our game, and I think we are all enjoying it. Globally, I think every single person is watching from wherever he finds himself, and it's been a great tournament, and we are hoping for this particular finals to also, at the end of it all, live up to the billing.
Waiting. Senegal not really having their grip. Arnaud, Ashraf Hakimi at the back. Adam Massina. Interestingly, Morocco's backline, they are all left-footed. Naïf Aguerd and Adam Massina Messina is only playing because of the injury to Captain Roman Saiz. And Eleman in the eye commits a foul just around Senegal's 18-yard box. It's a position that it will be difficult for them to go for the kill.
Yeah,
But they can whip in a good cross.
yeah, especially where the boy is Ashraf Hakimi can take it. There is El Canis who is also available there. You can also take it. Ezazuli, another player, and I think they have some good players also who can also help in the area draws if they are to, I mean, whip a long ball into the 18 zone. So let's see how this one goes for Morocco.
Let's see what Morocco will do. Ezazuli will take charge of this free kick. Messina and El Kabi discussing what they intend to do. I believe they're not speaking in French because they are playing against a French-speaking team, so definitely it will be Arabic. And most likely the Senegalese, because 90% of are Muslims, so they also understand the Arabic very well. As Azuli whipping the ball to the far end. And there was no Moroccan player there. I think that was a very poor set.
Yes, I think the power behind the ball was too heavy, and that is why it straight away caused the goal line. It's a goal kick advantage. Senegal. That was just too much for a cross.
Too much. 32 minutes of action inside the Prince Mullah Abdallah Stadium in Rabat. We've not really been enjoying the game. It's been a very cautious one, especially for Senegal, for a team that have gone all out throughout the tournament. This looks like a very cautious approach.
Yeah, of course, they need to be cautious because if you don't protect your back line, you are going to concede. And knowing well that you are in the grand finale, yes, you would want to win. And believe me, almost all the two teams, I'm sure by now, Senegal or Morocco, have painted champions already. So they are just waiting for who to win and put on the champions outfit. So they are very, very cautious not to concede a goal. And Senegal is very, very careful because they know that yes, this is not their backyard. It's Morocco they are playing against. And yes, it's football, anything can happen. But they just don't want to concede that first goal. You get it? And to me alone, I'll prefer Morocco conceding the first goal than Senegal conceding the first goal. That is when we are going to see the beauty of the game where Morocco will come all out at the Senegalese. That's where we are going to see how the Senegal national team is able to compose themselves at the back, protect all the balls. Then we'll be rooting for, then we'll be trying to see who wins the best goalkeeper of the tournament from the game. Talking about the communication, it brings me back to what I wanted to say earlier. Yes, you can't speak French. Both of you will be pegged at speaking French. You go to Arab, you'll be speaking Hausa. Then it leaves you to know other language, then sign language. But when you come to our own here, probably you can turn into Chu or Gan. You get it? There's no way Sadio Mane will be able to say Maido. You get it? So it's the beauty of the language.
You do not understand French. You do not understand Jinaha.
You get it? That's the beauty of the language that we find ourselves as people. So sometimes we get to a place, the communication is very, very tough. You just have to switch, then you get yourself a fair ground, then you're able to maneuver your ways into the system like that.
Fortunately for us, we didn't qualify. But earlier, I was explaining why Morocco only played in their second AFCON final. It's because the 1976 AFCON was determined by point accumulation from the group and not a knockout final. Eleman in the eye is currently on the ground waiting on the medical team to come to his aid. And so let me give you a bit of history. In 1976, Morocco won the AFCON not because they won in the final, but because they topped their group with 5 points. Guinea was second with 4 points. Nigeria was third with 3 points. Egypt finished bottom with no point. Eleman in the eye might not be able to continue, so Ismail Assar is being asked to warm up, temporary hold up, time for the coaches to get the message across to the team. And you could see the conversation between Lamin Kamara and his coach, Papi Tia. Brilliant young man. He was super in the CHAN. Yes. I think he was named the best player in the CHAN. Super talent. And for many Senegalese, he is the future of their midfield. And he's showing it to Nicholas Jackson carrying the ball forward. And Nicholas Jackson in the man in the eye. In the man in the eye. Brilliant save from Yassine Bounou. In the man in the eye. What a miss. And what a save. Brilliant pass from Nicholas Jackson. In the man in the eye. Get face to face with Yassine Bounou. And he couldn't put the ball on the back of the net. Brilliant save from Yassine Bounou, but a big miss from Eleman in the eye.
Yeah, in a grand finale, in playing against the home teams in the grand finale, it's really difficult to, create many chances. And of course, this is a team you are playing against. They are all over dictating the pace of the game. It's becoming very difficult for the Senegalese to break through their defensive line. This is a team, they are yet to concede a goal from open play in the tournament. Throughout from the first game of the group till this time, they've not conceded any goal from open play. So it's really difficult to create chances against them and also try to, progress play and get a ball at the back of the net against a very formidable defensive side. Very, very solid and resolute at the back. So you cannot have as many as these chances. And the pass from, Nicholas Jackson was just super.
Brilliant.
A class of a pass.
I think he's giving the same pass to Kopama and Chelsea on numerous occasions.
Yes.
And on all those occasions, Kopama puts the ball at the back of it.
So this was another, exhibition from Nicholas Jackson to have unleashed Ndiaye. Ndiaye had all the opportunity to have beaten the goalkeeper Yassine Bounou. That was clearly the opportunity. I remember João Pedro's goal against Paris Saint-Germain in the Club World Cup. You see that you go. Yes.
The goalkeeper was already down. So all he needed to do is to check the ball.
Look.
The goalkeeper was already.
Yes.
Yassine Bounou, I think that when he watched this replay again, he will say to himself that, damn, you were very lucky because he committed too early.
Too too early. This was just, it should have been just a chip with a little power behind. And but credit to him, I think he's done brilliantly well. That was a super save. It's not easy. Yeah.
From India.
Yeah, I'm not sure he really attempted to, as it were, use his leg to save. From the replay we just watched, he just opened his body. He just didn't even open or raise his leg to do anything. The player just didn't find that that shot or that fine kick to get the ball at the back of the net. So I think that they wouldn't get that fine chances going into the game like that. Once it comes to you, just take advantage of it. And this would be one of the, as it were, clean chances they've gotten in the game. I'm not sure they'll be able to get as many as they would want to get. So once they've missed this opportunity, they would want to consider their decision and in the final third, try their possible best to get the ball at the back of the opponent's goal.
This chance will come back to hurt the Senegalese. Defense splitting pass from Nicholas Jackson. Proper center forward. He just has a little bit of problem with his ability to convert chances. Aside that, he is a proper center forward who can hold on to possession, dribble, and link up with his teammate. And that is what Jackson did with Iliman in the eye. I think many Senegalese would have wished for Sadio Mane to be in that position against Yassine Bono. And there is Papitia. He's frustrated, believes the referee is giving all the 50-50 balls to Morocco. It looks like in the quarter-final stage, that has been a complaint of every single coach. But Morocco, big left off for them. 42 minutes. 3 more plus additional minutes. Now Morocco is in possession, exchanging passes at the back. Now Mazraoui who want to go long as Azuli against Antoine. Antoine Mendy, he's been taken out. And there is Sabari, good one from Lamine Kamara. The ball is still with the Moroccans. They'll go wide. Ashraf Hakimi would not really seen Brahim Diaz in this game. And that has been the good works of Malik Mendy. He's completely locked down the threat that comes from Brahim Diaz. Brilliant tackle from Lamine Kamara. And I think that was a very bold move, considering the fact that he's on the yellow card. So you go for such a tackle, you don't get it, and you're out.
I think he was fortunate, and he had the calculation right. Everything was spot on, and he was also fortunate to have, had the ball clean without touching the player. And of course, we were talking about how, the defensive line of Senegal, they've kept a certain Brahim Diaz at bay. And I think that is the defensive work of Sadio Mane together with Diop. They've done a brilliant job there, the left side of their defense. Sadio Mane has really helped because we've not seen him going forward that much, and they are having that low block. They are not, having more men up front, so they have the numbers to also defend whenever the Moroccans took off, trying to cause them some problem, trying to create some chances against them, trying to attack them with all their their guns. So Ashraf Hakimi together with Brahim Diaz, they've been dealt with proper so far in the game by Diop and Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane tracking back as always. The moment the ball hits their zone, you will see a certain Sadio Mane in there, and that is the brilliant side of Sadio Mane. And at his age, and still moving up and down and defending that match. I think he's done so well. And also down to the right-hand side of Senegalese defense, I am trying to, side with the changes that Papiao made, bringing on Antoine Mendy, and of course at the expense of Crepin Diatta. Crepin,
He's done very well.
yeah. Crepin is naturally a winger who has been now be using from AS Monaco, who has now been using as a right back. So whenever he surges forward, there becomes a huge vacuum at the back, and they wouldn't want to, leave those spaces behind them. That is why he went in for a proper right back, natural right back. Calm. There shouldn't be any way of even surging forward. We don't need your attacking efficiency. Just come, do your basic work, and that is what he's been doing so far on Ezazuli. And he's done that. Ezazuli and a certain Mazraoui, we've not seen them interchanging in that particular zone. So they've also done it brilliantly. Also, the full backs or the full wide areas are working so well on the Moroccans. Wingers, and that is what is working well for them.
El Anoush, bailing Morocco out of trouble, out of danger. It would have been a super 1v1 with Bunu and Sadio Mane. And in that direction, I will always bet on Mane to put the ball at the back of the net. Another corner kick for Senegal. We'll be doing 4 minutes of additional time. Lamine Camara. And in this position, this is where they miss Koulibaly the most, because of what he brings on board when it comes to set pieces. There's too much tension in the 18-yard box. And I think that for Senegal, in the first half, they should have been out by at least a goal. Nicolas Jackson is trying to learn from Arsenal's playbook, instructing the goalkeepers, Vichy and Pat. Kamara whipping the ball. Senegal get the first touch, but El Kabi clear the ball out of danger. Now it's Azuli. Antoine Mendy was there to clear the ball out of danger. Brahim Diaz wins possession. Now he's left his favorite right side of attack. He's now inside the midfield. Brahim Diaz is now getting some of the ball because Malik Diop has the left side of Senegal's defense on lockdown. Adam Massina to Mazraoui. Ezazuri will pick things up. Goes to midfield. El Anoui there. Naif Aguerd. Aguerd has been dispossessed by Nicolas Jackson. And now Papi Gay had the opportunity to go for a quick counter-attack, but decided to hold on to possession.
Of course, he should have gone straight with the attack, but he decided to hold on to possession. I'm sure they are trying to hold on to the time because it's just an additional 4 minutes almost up, and they just don't want to commit themselves to attack. So they just want to hold on to the ball, then wait for the blast of the whistle for the first 45 minutes, then go in for coach or tete-a-tete with the coaches, and come back in the second half with a refreshed energy, with a renewed mindset in the second 45 minutes.
Let's see Morocco with the final attack. Ashraf Hakimi to Sabari, but the ball has been blocked. But Mazari sends it forward again as Azuli against Antoine Mendy. The whipping the ball. Good block by Antoine Mendy. What a game he's having. What a game that Antoine Mendy is having. Mazraoui also blocking Lamine Kamara. Now the final attack will go to Morocco. Corner kick. They take it short. Hakimi whipping the ball again. But it was Nicolas Jackson who was there to clear the ball out of danger. And that will be all for the first 45 minutes. Glaring chances, especially for Senegal, with the most being the one in the 41st minute. Eleman in the eye against goalkeeper Yassine Bounou. After the first 45 minutes in Rabat, it is Senegal 0, Morocco 0. We go for a quick break. When we come back, we talk about what we saw in the first 45 minutes.
If it doesn't get to shootout, Senegal have the best chance to win the trophy within the 90 minutes or the 120 minutes. If Senegal are unable to win, score, win, and then they get
Things have switched. Senegal are now hitting from right to left. Morocco left to right. A bit of a tussle. Mazraoui wins this one. Send the ball long. Mamadou Sarr is there to keep the ball out of the hands of El Kabi. Don't forget that there is also Naziri, who is deputizing El Kabi in this particular tournament. And Naziri plays in the Turkish League for Fenerbahce. Today, I think they did their thing again. And now, Sadio Mane up against Naif Aguerd. Aguerd got the final touch. Aguerd got the final touch. Senegal is supposed to get a corner kick from this. What? Kalidou Koulibaly. He's seeing the set pieces.
Yeah.
And when he is there, the referee awarded a corner kick. A goal kick, rather.
I think what clearly it was a very difficult decision. Maybe he relied on his line, and his line also had it correct. So we can't take it like that.
We can take it like that. Second half, it looks like, Andrew, Senegal have taken over possession.
Of course, they should take over possession. If you want to win the game, you have to try and make an incursion in the early hours of the game. That is what they are trying to do, trying to possess the ball. Like he rightly said, it should have been a corner kick for Senegal, but the referee thought otherwise and gave a goal kick for Morocco. But I think that Senegal should try to dictate the pace for some time. Then we'll see how best they can be able to get the game progress in the subsequent minutes.
Anu has been penalized for tackling from behind. Idris Ghana guy wearing the armband. The absence of Kalidou Koulibaly. Last time Senegal won, he played 120 minutes against the Pharaohs of Egypt. Now Morocco, Anoush down to the left-hand side. The Senegalese, Kamara, he couldn't win possession. Back to Naif Aguerd. Mazraoui finds Ezazuli. Now Ezazuli whipping the ball. Who is that? And that was some timely intervention by Mamadou Sarr. It was Malik Diop rather. It would have been an easy tap in for Kabi.
Yes, I think Kabi finds himself in the right position to waiting for the ball to just come and he finishes off, and I think that was just a brilliant header to have cleared the danger in the 18-yard box.
Corner kick, Ashraf Hakimi whipped the ball in. Morocco couldn't get the touch, but the ball is still in their hands. Sabari back to Anu. He whipping the ball again down to the far end. Ashraf Hakimi and Sadio Mane over it. But the referee believes Sadio Mane got the final touch. So another corner kick for the Atlas Lions. It looks like the Lions are now waking up. They're whipping another ball. It is back to the far end. El Anoush. Morocco. Anoush cutting to his right. But Elwan in the eye was there at the right time to block
The final shot. Morocco will come again. Down to the left-hand side. Sabari. Sabari inside. Sabari still inside the 18-yard box. A good one from Mamadou Sarr. Pressure on Senegal.
Yes, and they are trying to, whilst the Senegalese are under pressure, they are also trying to, push more men forward and try to get a goal out here. But the Senegalese are also, not leaving any stone unturned. They have been defending so well. In fact, I'm highly impressed with the performance of Niakite. His leadership quality at the back is, managed the heart of the defense so well, together with the young chap Mamadou Sarr. They've been doing so well, and a certain Malik Diop today he's been super. He has always been super, but this is another plus of a performance. He's adding up to the previous performances he's been giving us in the tournament. He's defending so well against the Moroccans, and also Antoine too is doing his bit to also help curb the situations, the attacking threat coming from the Moroccans.
Another set piece for Morocco. We've had about 4 so far within a space of 5 minutes. But can they take the lead? For many, this will be the icing on the cake for Moroccan football. They've done everything. As Azuri will leave the free kick for Ashraf Hakimi, but he couldn't beat the wall.
Yeah, that was a ball in a very advantageous position. If taken well, they could have, registered something positive. But thank God to the human wall, they've been able to, protect their back, and now it's a throw-in. Still, Morocco trying to, pile more pressure on the Senegalese to find the early goal into the second department of the game.
Still, Morocco in possession. They're now trying the long balls. But Niakite cleared the ball out of danger. It is now with Malik. Malik wins a defensive throw-in to lift the pressure from their shoulders. Malik Diop to Sadio Mane. Mane has been fouled. He gets up. And Iliman Ndiaye was there to win possession. Now, Nicolas Jackson is through. Can he hold up and wait for his teammate? Nicolas Jackson inside the 18-yard box. Iliman Ndiaye, Jackson was fouled. A referee has waved on. Now, the referee will halt to the game. I don't think he should have done that. Okay, Mazraoui is holding the head. So it will look like a head injury. And once a referee gets a signal, no, we need to see. It was a clean tackle from Mazraoui, but we need to see where. Oh God! Look, this is the reason why I said that the referee shouldn't have halted the game, because nothing in that sequence showed that it was a head injury.
Pure intelligence. Luis Suarez, pure intelligence sometimes is needful in the game. You see, looking at how they were under pressure, and the Senegalese were, trying to cause some problems for them. So it would be prudent for him to, hold on to his head, try to convince the officials so that the game will be, put on hold. And rightly so, he had that moment, and it has also benefited his side.
Lamine Camara
It looks like the yellow card even gingered him more, because since his yellow card, he's been more assertive in the game. He's been more dominant. I think that there should have been a yellow card for El Anous. He's been committing a series of similar fouls. But we're back. No yellow card for Anous. 55 minutes, 10 minutes since the start of the second half. Now, it's Malik. Malik who whipping the ball. Morocco couldn't clear it. Now, Sadio Mane inside the 18-yard box. Mane! But the ball has been blocked. Always a smile on his face. Senegal not committing a lot of men in the box. And the energy levels of the Moroccan players is second to none. Whenever Mane gets the ball, you could count at least 2 Moroccans on him. Senegal's first corner in the second half is taking them 11 minutes to get it. Lamine Camara, a youngster in charge of set-piece duties, alongside Malik Diop, but he will take care of this one. He goes for the near post. Massina cleared the ball out of danger by the rebound from Papi Gay. I've always struggled to head off the Spurs-man.
That is
what is
club
it?
side.
Yes.
Thomas Tepati.
No. I'm I said I'm struggling to understand why he plays against the guy from Spurs.
Mamadou Sarr.
Mamadou Sarr.
No, this one offers a lot of defensive work
No,
comparatively to Mamadou Sarr. Mamadou Sarr is offensively good.
Mamadou Sarr, what else we were talking about him? El Kabi also got a glorious opportunity from a build-up from Brahim Diaz, and El Kabi also couldn't put the ball on target. That was a glorious opportunity. Glorious opportunity. At least just get the ball on target. But he couldn't do that. And the Moroccan fans at the stadium, they cannot believe their eyes.
This was clearly a moment there for El Kabi to have found the back of the net. He had all the opportunity to, just get the ball at the back of the net.
Big miss for Morocco. Now, can they pay for it? Mazraoui is there to make sure that they don't. Second half has been more energetic. They've taken off from how the first half ended. Now Niakite in possession. Idrissa Gana guy goes back to Mamadou Sarr. Niakite again. Back to Gay. Gay will go to his right hand side. There is Antoine. I don't know who is advising them to be putting the ball in the air when they are dealing with Nicholas Jackson. Jackson is a ball playing striker. He wants the ball at his feet, not to the head. And so they need to play at the strength of the striker. That is the only way they can get the best out of him. And that is the man. Good play from Eliman in the eye. But Sabari was there to clear the ball out of danger. Approaching the 60th minute. It looks like it might be a long goal.
Yeah.
That will separate the two teams.
Yeah, clearly looking at the clear-cut opportunities both teams have been squandering, it clearly tells us we might have at least a single goal at the end of the 90 minutes, or we will see ourselves in the extra time. We'll be doing another extra 30 minutes because the chances, the clear-cut opportunities are being squandered from both sides. So I don't know what they are looking for now before, one finally put one ball at the back of the net.
Two glorious opportunities. One to Eleman in the eye, the other to El Kabi. For somebody who has scored so many beautiful goals in the tournament too, I think that he will be very disappointed in himself.
I think it was the timely intervention of Mendy that closed the gap, that made him place the ball on the other side. Had it not been that Mendy came out from the goal post, would have ended up being a goal because Mendy came out hard to open wide, so there was no chance for him to get any opportunity to put the ball at the back of the net. He wanted to go wide, but the more he went wide, he just went over to the near side, which caused him not to put the ball at the back of the net. I think that both teams are trying to keep up the momentum, but to me, whoever gets more of the ball and is able to possess more and able to create more chances will definitely win the game. But it will boil down to individual brilliance at the end of the game, who would be able to carry the team on their shoulders. Then we'll see how best they can be able to help the team win all the 3 points and also get the gold medal for the national team.
Let's see how it goes. Gold medals at stake here. Sadio Mane. Back to Malik. Malik. Very loose pass for Malik. Brahim Diaz. You don't want him in that position. Brahim Diaz to El Kabi. Good block. Morocco. But Azuli couldn't finish up. But that was a fantastic block from Idrissa Gana Gueye. Good block. Brilliant pass. And a good block. It was Mamadou Sarada. It was the Chelsea boy playing for Strasbourg. And Idrissa Gana Gueye was also there to block the rebound from Ezazuli. Another glorious opportunity for Morocco.
Yeah, they are still pushing for the needed opener, and they are trying from all angles. Only that they've not been that decisive in the final third. In the final third, you will have to be more decisive. You have to be more purposeful, get the chances, and you make good use of. So the chances are coming for the Moroccans. They've not been able to execute them well in the final third. That has been the problem. But both teams are depicting some good football. They are also trying to, create some decent chances for themselves. Only that they've not been, decisive enough to have, execute the chances they've been creating in the game. But they are giving us a better half comparatively to the first half.
The second half undoubtedly has been way better than the first. Couple of chances, two very good chances for Morocco, but they weren't able to take advantage of it. Now Mali, he couldn't get to the ball. Andrew, so far Morocco seems to have turned the tide.
Of course, they now realize that it's dawning on them that they are in the grand finale. They need to make an incursion. They wouldn't want to allow Senegal dominate the game throughout the second half. They would want to also come at the Senegalese to also try to make an incursion into the game. I think that the Senegalese right-hand side, it's being used frequently. That is what the Moroccans are trying to go through. They are not using the right. They are not using their right side because Sadio Mane is on the left Ashraf Hakimi is not able to come that deep, so it makes the ball always go onto the other side where they have the Senegalese right-hand side being used that frequently. I'm sure going into the 65th, in the 70th minute, if the coach is able to introduce Crepin Diata, then on the other side, I'm sure they are going to change that dynamics on the other side, because it's going to bring in some pace going forward and also drawing back to help the defense as well.
Another corner kick for Morocco. Brahim Diaz and Ashraf Hakimi. Naif Agued, Sambari, Adam Masina, Okabi waiting for a good delivery. Ashraf Hakimi whipping the ball. But Naif Agued was challenged. He's bleeding. Lamine Kamara needs to be very careful. Naif Agued, medical team, where are they? Oh, it was Malik Rada. Malik got the ball, but it is Anui Rada. Anui got to the head, and that is the reason why he's currently in a pool of blood, and the medical team are attending to him. But so far, so good. Let me come to you, Andrew.
Yes, it's been an interesting game so far. Just that
it's not a good sign.
Just that the blood is making the pictures a bit scary. But this one, somebody will say, Ubejis can so better G. So it's part of the game. The way and manner in which they all went up for the ball, trying to get the goal, that resulted to the injury. But I think that as a footballer, once you are running, the blood is flowing. So a little bit of a cut, you get the blood oozing more. So I think it will take time for the blood to stop. But it will take time for the blood to stop. But they would have to get the medics on him to, as it were, apply some ointment and other things to get him fit for the game.
What should the Senegalese do in terms of adding more bite to the attack?
Well, I think the introduction of Ismail Assar wouldn't be bad, and also Crepin Diata, because now even the right-hand side where Antoine Mendy is operating from, the Moroccans are now rather using that space to create chances. So it would be prudent for the technical bench of Senegal to introduce a certain Crepin Diata. The more he also comes on to effect play offensively, he would also be a threat to the defensive line of Morocco. Then they wouldn't also have the audacity to also attack more from that zone, because the moment they attack more using the likes of Mazraoui and Ezazuri, they would also be a bit cautious at the back, not trying to go offensive, so that because the moment they go offensive, they will be taken over by a certain Crepin Diata. He's so pacey, he's got a speed, he can take players on, and he's got that incisive crosses too. He can give some nice decent crosses into the opposing box. So it's one player I think where time is going to, and also getting into the 70th minute, it will be prudent to get him back on field to also contribute his quota. He has shown in all the games that he's played, he's one of the finest players, and currently in terms of the attacking efficiency, he will give you more, he will offer you something better than what Antoine will give you. And I think defensively, he's not all that bad too defensively. Only that per the nature of the game and per the players, he'll be coming up against the technical bench. Had a second thought of then introducing a certain Antoine Mendy. Then maybe in the course of the game, then he will be taking off for the introduction of Crepin Diata. And I think for some 70 minutes done already. It's some more time for the introduction of the young man, the most, one of the handsome guys in the tournament, to also come on to effect play for the Senegalese.
They bandage the head of El Anoui. They bandage the head of El Anoui. But El Haji Malik Diop is now ready to go. Whilst El Anoui is being attended to, the veteran who came to Manchester United is warming up for the Atlas Lions of Morocco. And we've wasted a lot of time. And so we should tell you that the additional minutes, they've not been able to stop the flow of the blood. And it is showing in the bandage on his head. Whether he'll be able to continue or not will be a decision solely to the technical team. Now, the way the game has been set up, they have the final say when it comes to such situations. Once they say the player will not be able to play, it doesn't matter what the player himself thinks, they cannot put him in the game.
I think that should be the situation, because yes, you are playing as an individual player, as it were, oppose a team, but there are people who are to take care of your medics and take care of you, see to it that you are psyched or you are fit for the game. So if there is any injury and they think that it's time we bring you out and let someone also come in and replace you, I think it's fair you understand them and just go and sit on the bench. If you've ever played football, it's a game that you wouldn't want to risk anything for. If someone wants to sub you, just agree and let the person come in. You don't know what is at stake for whoever is coming in. Probably the person might be the savior for your team. The person might be the savior again to come and take something that was meant for you in the game. So going into such games, I think that if you are going to be subbed, it's fair you just accept and just move on and go and probably go and rest for the next player to come. We've seen players when they are subbed, they just kick bottles, not even greet coaches, and angry at their own players on the bench, which doesn't speak well as a football player. So I think that it's fair. The technical team know what they are about. If they say he can't continue, then they just have to sub the player.
It looks like Anoui will be ready. Will be able to continue. Senegal preparing a change. Ibrahim Mbaye of Paris Saint-Germain, 17 years of age. He's been prepared to come on in the biggest game. Nicolas Jackson and Adam Massina fighting in the 18-yard box. All are waiting for the corner kick. 73 minutes of action. Morocco with the corner. Who wins the 35th edition of the AFCON? But if I think that Adam Massina, with the exception of Niakite, he makes the Senegalese look like dwarfs. Whipping the ball, Hakimi, but the ball has been intercepted. Massina whip it into the far end, but the Senegalese allow the ball to cross the line. Now El Anoui is changing into his third jersey on the day. Mbaye is being prepared to come on alongside Ismail Assar, 17 years of age. Ibrahim Mbaye plays in the French League 1 for Paris Saint-Germain. Will he be the youngest player to score in the AFCON final?
It is possible. It is possible, and he's one of the players. I think he is very young, but he's seen it all when it comes to, club football. This is a player who has played across the European terrain, playing in the Champions League and also in the French League Championnat, playing against top teams in the European scene. What else again? And he's fit for the purpose, and maybe he might probably come on to also get something better for the Senegalese. He's very young, but I think we've had young players who have proven their worth and what they have.
I will give you the history, but now let's go back to the drawing board for the changes. Senegal are introducing Antoine Semenyo, not Semenyo, Antoine Mendy is done. Oh goodness. Antoine Mendy is done. He will be replaced by another defender, Abdoulaye Seck. Eleman Ndiaye has been taken out to be replaced by Ibrahim Mbaye, and Lamine Kamara will be replaced by Ismail Assar. And when it comes to the youngest player to ever score in the AFCON final, it was undoubtedly the greatest African player of all time, Samuel Eto'o. At the age of 18 in 2000, he scored in the AFCON final against the Super Eagles of Nigeria, 2-2 draw. Cameroon went ahead to win the final on penalties. And so Ibrahim Mbaye is on course if only he scores.
17 years, I think he can make history. He can make history. There's more time for him to get something done, and he can make history in this year's tournament, becoming the youngest player to have ever scored in the AFCON final. So I think they still have what it takes. I don't know why Coach Papitiao didn't go for a like-for-like change, because now he will be having 3 centre backs and one will improvise the right back position. I don't know who will be given that duty though, because he's taking off Antoine Mendy, and Seck was the one introduced. Seck is a natural centre back, we've seen him, but you can also he's a right footer, so definitely right back, but he will not give you maybe that attacking. You cannot set forward that well, and also maybe defensively he will give you that defensive balance. But in terms of surging forward and also try something better, we know from centre back sometimes they are unable to cross the ball well in the final third. So maybe let's see how things will pan out for him.
Disappointment written boldly on the face of El Kabi. I think he's still disappointed in himself for not being able to finish that chance. Morocco preparing their own substitution. Midfielder Oussama Ta is getting ready. El Anous, despite the bandage on his head, is still going to attack a set piece. And El Kabi is done. El Kabi, 3 goals in the AFCON. He will be replaced by the experienced El Naziri. El Naziri out. El Naziri in, El Kabi out. El Kanous is also done for the day. Osama Taglani is on. Morocco have also introduced 2 new legs to try and turn the game in their favor. They will start with this corner kick. Ashraf Hakimi, the referee, Papi Gay, is now the man with the height, and he is willing to handle Adam Masina. The referee has already warned him, and so he needs to be very careful. Ashraf Hakimi, and the rebound from Ezazuli went straight into the waiting arms of goalkeeper Edward Mel.
Yes, I'm not sure that ball would have been able to beat Mendy at any day, because he was just ready for the ball coming at him. And both keepers are probably, let me say, for a better word, are on a holiday sort of, because they are not really getting to save that much from maybe 10 yards out, 20 yards out shot from the both teams. So it's more or less like a holiday session. Once the ball comes to you and you're able to get it, then you try to make a save. But it's really an interesting one. Let's see how going into the final 10 minutes of the regulation 90, how both teams are able to keep their calm, and if we are able to get a goal, then we see who crowns the day.
We'll see who crowns the day. Senegal. Sadio Mane thought he had won a throw-in, but the linesman had other ideas. Very furious Sadio Mane. 2026 might probably be the end of his international career. He's already announced that this AFCON will be his last AFCON. Most likely, he wants to finish up with the World Cup in the US. I think that since he became an integral member of the team, he played in every single World Cup.
Yes, and in fact, he's a living legend. He's done so much for the Senegalese national team when it comes to football, because there has been great players who have done the shirt for Senegal all these years. They've made history in whichever ways, but they never won the AFCON competition. And through Sadio Mane, and he has been the key figure in their team, although there are other, quality of individuals around, the Koulibalys and the likes, Eduardo Mendy's and the likes, but he has been, the standout member in the national team, carrying the team on his shoulders, being the poster boy, and he has lived up to, the billing, winning the trophy for them in 2021. The last edition, they couldn't make it into any better stage where they exit the competition in the round of 16, and this time round they are playing in the finals once again. The 3 successive AFCONs, he's been the key figure in the national team. He's been able to play in 2 finals out of 3, a class of a player, and I think the last World Cup might probably be his last
This
major
is
competition. Okay, he was 2019. Yes, 2019.
25.
Yes. So he's done a lot. He's done a lot for the national team. Only that they've not been able to showcase that at the World Cup. But maybe 2026, you look at the squad and how they are faring in this year's AFCON. They have a very decent squad, a very highly talented players around. Maybe probably the next World Cup might be their year, which they can also make it into the quarterfinals again, or probably make it into the semi-finals. It will be a huge platform for him and his national team.
It will be huge for him and his national team. Sadio Mane took Senegal to 2018 World Cup, 2022, and now They will be in the 2026 edition, co-hosted by the United States of America, Canada, and Mexico. And that is what Mane has done. Also, Morocco looking to do host and win. And this is the 35th edition of the African Cup of Nations. But only 8 countries have managed to do host and win. And out of these 8 countries, 2 have done it twice. And that is Ghana in 1963 and 1978. Of course, we hosted Brahim Diaz. Strauss cleared out Morocco. They send it back, still in possession. Ta loses possession to Nicholas Jackson. Jackson to Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane. Ismail Assar to the far end. Sa cut to his left, very dangerous. Strauss has been intercepted. Malik! It's not Malik, it was Papi Gay. What a missed opportunity for Papi Gay. I think that he was not under any pressure. Could have control. Papi Gay.
He should have done better.
Papi Gay should have done better. And he was not able to do better. Ashraf Hakimi is signaling his bench. I don't know whether it is for him, but he's signaling for a change. And it will be a big blow. Adam Masina might not be able to continue again. Already, Roman Saiz is injured. Maybe they might have to improvise and bring Sofiane Amrabat.
Yes, at this stage, once you are the coach, you wouldn't want to make any changes, knowing well that you are in for another 30 minutes for the extra time. You wouldn't want to make any changes at this stage. But I think that it's high time they try to bring in fresh limbs to also try and come also make an incursion onto the game. Yes, like you said, Amrabat is also on the bench. They can introduce him. Then will be more or less like a stability at the back, having Ashraf Hakimi and Amrabat both at the back. Will try to also dictate to the players at the back and also try to go on an attack through the middle, then see how best they can be able to get into the Senegalese half to also try and make an incursion into the game. I foresee the game going for extra 30 because yes, we saw the delay trying to nurse the injury of the Moroccan player. Probably might even go for a 9 minutes or 8 minutes additional time before we hit the next 30. So I'm not sure the change that we saw, if it was Ashraf Hakimi, then I'm sure Mane will have to raise his shoulders and try to come back and also try to do
All right, a change
more.
has been made. El Yamik has been introduced. El Yamik Jawad has been introduced as replacement for Adam Masina. He plays for Al Najma. He's a 33-year-old defender. But Ismail Assar down the right-hand side being chased by Ismail Assar. Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson is clear. Jackson. He keeps the ball. Still in possession. Senegal. Good save from Yassine Bounou. Good save. Ibrahim Mbaye. He nearly broke Samuel Eto'o's record. He cannot believe that the goalkeeper has kept that ball out.
Yeah, it was a good strike from him. I mean, he tried his utmost best to have finished that one off, but in between the two stakes there is an African lion, and that is Yasin.
And now Esasuli brings the ball over the bar. It would have been the best response. And Sid did very well to prevent him from controlling with his right. Yasin Bunu making the save with his 2 arms. And I think that the Moroccan player who pushed him by slightly did very well.
Yeah, that was a good one, and this all comes to, I mean, the intelligence sometimes you apply in the course of the game. And these players are players who have been playing for top teams in the European terrain. They've gone through some proper development.
And now do 8 minutes. Ismail Assar, Nicholas Jackson. But timely intervention from Naive Aguel. World-class block. Now Ismail Assar bringing, and Morocco concede the corner. Can Senegal find the winner? Ibrahim Ndiaye. It looks like this young man is going to score.
Yes.
Because his mannerisms, the Senegalese, almost everywhere, like the Senegalese fans, like a small, tiny portion. But they are still making their voice heard, because the best thing is that where they are, that is where Senegal are supposed to score. Now, poor corner. And Senegal get the ball at the back of the net. Ismail Assar, but the whistle had already gone. The whistle had already gone. I think it was sick. No. The referee had it wrong. No. The referee had it wrong. Referee shouldn't have whistled, because it was not a direct infringement. And Papi Theo cannot believe his eyes.
Yes,
this is the incident. I think that the only reason why VAR will not intervene is that the whistle had gone before Ismail Assar scored. Yeah. If not, I think that VAR would have overruled the foul. Nicholas Jackson, Sheriff Ndiaye will replace Nicholas Jackson.
Yeah, not that big for pen. I think still Senegalese, they know they can make something happen within the regular time. And looking at how things are also panning out, we might also, go straight into the extra time. That is why fresh legs are being introduced here. And Sheriff India, he has also been part of the team, sometimes coming off the bench. He's also had some games for, the national team. And no wonder both teams are, making changes, and they have a huge, 30 extra minutes to play. If either side are not, getting any goal in the regular time.
Anas Salah has replaced Ismail Sabari, and just like I predicted, VAR didn't intervene because the referee had whistled before Ismail Assar scored. If not, if the whistle had gone after the ball had entered the net, I think that the VAR would have intervened. And now Senegal was nearly in trouble, but Malik was there to clear the ball out of danger. And Mazraoui, who has equally had a good game, set up El Nasuri, but Mamadou Sarr was there. Brilliant defended from the young man. He was there to make sure. I think that El Nasuri was already offside.
Yeah. That may be because of the presence of the VAR. Get the ball at the back of the net, let the officials decide the outcome.
Another corner kick. We've done approximately 5 minutes out of the 8 additional time. Ashraf Hakimi and Malik cleared the ball out of danger. Now Ismail Assar is fighting for it. Anoush wins it back for Morocco. Can they sustain the pressure? Can they get a goal before we go for extra time? Certainly, my people don't want Brahim Diaz. His cross, it goes off. Certainly, my people don't want the extra time.
I'm not sure any of the players would want to go into the extra 30 minutes looking at.
They just want to win.
Yes, they just want to win. But going back to the chance that the referee disallowed the goal for an infringement on the Moroccan, on Ashraf Hakimi. Going on X, I just saw plenty comments coming in after that infringement. People are saying daylight robbery, robbing Peter to pay Paul here and there. It looks to me like it was I don't know how to say, what a cheap foul.
Now Brahim Diaz is also calling on the referee that they deserve a penalty. And the way he has spoken to the referee,
of course, if it's Morocco, the referee would definitely take that penalty for them.
Morocco wants the VAR to check that infringement between, was it Idrissa Gana Gueye and Brahim Diaz himself? It was Malik rather. He believes that he was pushed.
What is he going to check? What is he going? Let's wait and see the outcome. Let's wait and see the outcome,
because it was the same person.
It was the same thing that happened.
No. But here lies the case. It was the person who had the ball.
What is he going to take? What is he going to take?
Look at it. Foul. He had clear foul, and he won the ball.
Look.
And he won the ball.
It is like the moment the referee went to check, he take the penalty.
Look at this. Clear penalty. Clear penalty. Clean and clear. Clean and clear. Referee, let's go. Clean and clear.
Malik.
Clean and clear.
Malik, can Benjamin Mendy.
What is the referee also doing there?
Just disallow the penalty. Let's go.
The referee is not even of himself.
No. Security. The security of the referee has been breached. Penalty at this time.
Penalty, clean penalty. Look at the situation once again. The referee should be bold enough. The referee is not even certain. The referee. No. Yes. Pull.
Morocco gets a penalty.
There was a heavy pull.
Referee Jackie
Indala, Democratic Republic, of course.
Democratic Republic of Congo has awarded a penalty for the Atlas Lions of Morocco for Malik Diop, or against Malik Diop.
If the players can stage a walkout, what will be the outcome?
A penalty.
Would they be banned?
It was a heavy pull.
Penalty. Ismail Assar needs to be very careful. Ismail Assar has been booked. He needs to be very careful, because if Benjamin Mendy saves this penalty, they will play the extra time with 5 men.
There's no way Benjamin Mendy will be able to save this penalty.
When it comes to goalkeeper or penalties, I will not bet my last coin on him. If it was Yassine Bono, it would have been a different thing.
This is
certainly not a way.
Because
for the rest of Africa, they will not care.
The purpose of the
about
tournament,
the fact that
it was
a clear penalty.
The purpose of the tournament has been defeated. It wasn't a nice tournament
After all, from the knockout stages,
Yes.
we've never had any trust in the referees. I mean,
Malik Diop.
especially games involve the host nation.
Malik Diop.
Because he would definitely go down in the box.
And who is taking the penalty? It looks like it will be Brahim Diaz who will take it.
I will go for Ashraf Hakimi to take this.
Brahim Diaz or Ashraf Hakimi?
Yeah, looking at the stage and the tension.
Who takes this penalty?
Yeah. Especially having looked at how Brahim Diaz also react to the incident. Sometimes, I mean, a different player should just go for this one.
Penalty for Morocco. And now the Senegalese players are trying to frustrate the process, but they just 2 balls on the pitch. Goodness me. I've never seen an AFCON final ended in this dramatic final since I was born. And since I was born, I think I've watched from 2006 when Egypt won it. I watched 2008, 2010, 2012, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, and now 25. And the 2 coaches are also trading west. Papitia. Oh.
You see, I mentioned at the beginning, precedents. That is what we are setting in the tournament.
The Senegalese players are frustrated, and because of this incident, I think that Morocco might be the only country. The Senegalese players are saying they are not playing.
Of course, that should be the issue. They should go for the Ghanaians.
No, we don't want that.
That is what we want as a
No, we don't want that.
player.
Look, all things aside.
This is not professional at all.
It is a professional football.
Senegal cannot do this.
They should. I side with them. They should. They shouldn't play.
Senegal cannot do this.
Professional. Oh no.
They shouldn't play.
No.
Senegal cannot do this.
No.
They should. They shouldn't play.
No, Coach Papitia.
Of course, call them off the pitch.
If the president of Senegalese Football Association,
You should call them all off the pitch. They shouldn't play.
Order the players to go and play.
There's nothing that can be done to the
coach
team.
himself needs to be sacked just after the game.
Of course, even if he's sacked, he has done the right thing by
sacked
calling his
just
boys
after the
off the pitch.
No, how can you do this?
Papitia.
No. That was highly.
No, Papitia cannot do this.
No. A professional coach. No.
At this level.
No. Charlie, the game we've gone past this stage. No.
Considering how hard we fought.
No.
To put AFCON
for a professional coach to have instructed players to get
on the mountain. No.
We cannot. We are witnessing worse officiating. At the World Cup.
Let's come back to the studio. Please, let's come back to the studio. Now the game has been halted, so we don't need the tracker. Let's come back. Let the camera be on all of them.
Call them off.
Yes, and I think that Sadio Mane is trying to step in.
This is not sportsmanship.
On any given day, 100 years to come. This is a clear.
They should boycott.
No.
They should boycott.
See, if you watch the replay like this, if you watch the incident like this,
it was too soft.
It was too soft.
It was soft.
There was contact.
Yes.
It was too soft.
Any player would definitely go down in the box at that angle.
But regardless, it is not right for Senegal to decide that they won't play. And I'm glad that Sadio Mane stepped in
there is
to tell his team
there is no stepping
they
in
should
Joel.
allow them to play the penalty.
Just boycott.
Even
No.
Gata to Gata game,
Boycott.
we've
Nothing can
gone
be
past
done.
this stage.
And
This
you
thing
see,
will not even
and you
happen.
see, it comes back to
To this point,
It comes.
he didn't do him
So you
anything.
see, if this was a foul, if this was a foul,
Hey, Charlie.
Abdullah for
Charlie.
referee.
The worst that can happen to Senegal is that they wouldn't let them feature in the next tournament. That is the worst.
No,
Nothing.
But it will hurt our tournament.
It won't hurt anything.
It will hurt our tournament.
It will put our leaders on their toes. It will put our leaders on their toes to go rewatch the game.
What should leaders
To rewatch the game. To rewatch the game.
What we've seen worse officiating at the World Cup.
Look.
Continually than this.
I get like the point you rightly said.
The organize
If the Ashraf Hakimi's foul wasn't accepted,
it happens in every game. Where in two scenarios, one will be.
It happens every time. But see, for me,
we can only use that in our analysis.
But see, for me, where I draw the line, is Senegal deciding not to play the game.
Because they feel they've been cheated.
Yes.
How?
You see, and I'm telling you that Morocco might be the only champions of Africa that the rest of Africa will not give them the needed respect. But you see, if it's a penalty, it can be saved. Because if you do this, it can't be saved.
At this point,
no, it can't. It can't be saved.
Even with this intense situation,
it can't be saved. It can't be saved. But you see, for me, the Senegal players, they shouldn't decide that they won't play. And you see, the fans at the stadium, their fans.
Where did they learn this
Also
this one from?
By, see,
in fact, I'm shocked. I'm really.
And you see, and that is Sadio Mane still talking to the players, and now they've been able to convince Sadio Mane, and that is the former Ghanaian coach, Claude Leroy, who is also speaking to Sadio Mane. I think they shouldn't do that. Now they have a case, but if they decide to boycott this game, now it's like they are tilting the story. Because look, whatever happens, the referee has awarded. Once the referee has awarded the penalty, he will never go back on his word.
And I'm sure there is not Mane they should be talking to. They should be talking to Ghana again because he is the captain, not Mane. Yes. Mane has nothing to do with the team.
No. In this situation, Mane is the main man.
He's still on the pitch because.
Of course, if Mane is not the captain, Mane can be on the pitch. If the captain says they won't play,
he's not wearing the armband, but he's the captain of the team.
But on the field of play now,
I get it. But see, he's not wearing the armband.
Yes.
And the influence. Look.
Yes, the man is not happy. The man is not even happy.
He's calling them to come in.
He's a highly professional player.
He's not wearing the armband. Yes.
Hey, so Senegal today are telling us that they've never ever benefited from bad officiating or whatsoever they will call you for. No, if you understand the game, this situation, it happens.
And you see,
if you truly understand the game,
see, I'm disappointed in the coach.
That is why I said, even if they missed the penalty and they went on to win the competition, he must be sacked. Should Senegal win the trophy, the coach must be sacked. Highly unprofessional coach, you can never take him anywhere.
It is
highly unprofessional.
And you see,
you can never take him anywhere.
And you see, the painful thing is that
Champions League final, and you are coaching. Which team will you coach? And the referee will take a decision, and a coach will do this.
Already, they look down on our tournament. And then the last edition in Ivory Coast, we got some level of respect. You do this, and they finish the tournament. And you see, already this is the highlight of the tournament.
Yes, everything gone.
Everything.
Player performance, team's performance, organization, everything gone.
And you see, and I'm glad that El Hadji Diop also supports
Sadio Mane will not enter there. He will never enter there.
Because
he will still remain.
Because see, if
he's
Sadio
going to call them.
If Sadio had entered the dressing room, they wouldn't have played.
Yes.
You see, my disappointment is that from all the positive gains that we've had, and I know that the sports minister of Senegal is at the stadium, including the FA president Abdoulaye for they should intervene. The team should play, because like all the gains that we've made,
Mane went there to call them.
And see, at the end of the day,
Sadio Mane will never go.
See, and at the end of the day, this will be the highlight of it all.
Player performance, organization, whatever.
Like I said at the end of the game,
no.
The tournament, they defeated the purpose of the tournament. And
what is this?
Even they playing, I'm sure. We've
been watching football. We've been watching
Mendy is to save this. Mendy is even to save this penalty. Going into the extra 30 minutes wouldn't be as how they would have loved to play the game.
My problem is, based on what they've done, I don't see anything that will happen for Mendy to save this ball.
Of course, he can't save this ball because there's no way he will save the ball.
So it looks like El Hadji Diop is communicating with someone, and a yellow card to who?
Mendy.
And look, allow them to play. And it would definitely be okay. The yellow card went to Ahmed Saladin. He got the yellow card. Now the Senegalese players are back on the pitch. And now the penalty will be taken. For my disappointment, the people who don't like us will use this as an opportunity to disrespect our tournament and our players, and Brahim Diaz will take the cake. I said it. He's already he's leading the top scorers chart with 5 goals. Can Mendy save this penalty? I don't think that he will be able to save it, because he's not even in the right frame of mind. I'm not sure. Brahim Diaz, his first AFCON, he's already scored 5 goals. He scored in every single game except the semi-finals. And now against Mendy, it'll be interesting if Mendy saves and they say he was out of his line.
Well, I'm not sure. Mendy, I'm sure he's going to put the ball at the back of the net.
Yeah, look. What is happening? Chaotic scenes in Rabat. If it was any other player who was standing behind this ball, I would think that he will miss. But Brahim Diaz,
at this point, he
plays for the biggest club.
You dare not miss such a chance.
In the world, he plays for Madrid. Pressure is nothing. Brahim Diaz, and he saves. Oh goodness! Goodness me, Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz has missed. What's a very stupid penalty. Excuse me for my words, viewers. This
Panenka.
This is the most ridiculous penalty
the keeper is already down
in my entire life. In the Africa Cup of Nations final, play the penalty and let your team win. You opted for Panenka.
They should just sub him and just take him out of the game. Isn't the players are even all over him? The coach is even angry.
After all the chaos, Brahim Diaz has missed the penalty. After all the chaos.
The next penalty is for Senegal to also score.
After all the chaos, Brahim Diaz has
They should just go into the penalty shootout because they've just done 22 minutes of the extra time already.
Akobeto will say, Brahim Diaz. Yeah. Brahim Diaz. Oh, goodness me. The reactions. Brahim Diaz.
I think they've lost the tournament already. Senegal might be able to pull some strings. I think they should side themselves. Senegal should side themselves very well.
It looks like it was intentional to just miss.
I'm not sure it's intentional. He's just, I don't know what was in his head. But if it was intentional to miss, then there should be something done to him because this is.
I said earlier, you shouldn't be the one to take the penalty because of his earlier altercation with the referee. And
Brahim Diaz has missed, and he will go for extra time. Goodness me. I've never seen such a ridiculous penalty in a high-stake game before. And
in fact,
Benjamin Mendy,
okay, maybe
it is over. Just go be in your post.
Maybe
extra time is about to start, but let's go for a quick breather. Quick break. We'll be back with more right here on Ghana TV.
I mean, when the final and them saying they are Senegal for one bit me adi. Almost North Africans, no baller. Almost me, only first go on the form near the bet Senegal.
Welcome back from the break, guys. Extra time has already started. Any expectations? What are you expecting?
Well, I think we are in for another 30 minutes. Very huge. Both teams, I mean, they can make something positive out of this. Should they be able to stay like this in the course of the extra 30 minutes, then penalty will finally decide who goes home with the ultimate trophy. But for now, we are in for, another interesting two halves. First 15, second 15 to decide the fate of the game. So we are looking forward to, just witness a very good game as it used to be in the second half.
My respect for Sadio Mane has gone up. He saved the game tonight. But I will do extra time. Now, can the Senegal Lions get their head in the game and play after all the chaos? And that is them. Now, Senegal in possession. They lose the ball. This Ibrahim. Back to Idrissa Gana Gueye. The young man was ruled out. It is Sheriff Ndiaye who was offside. Now, Ibrahim Ndiaye. It doesn't look like it was an intentional miss. I think
he was going for the Panenka, but he just didn't get.
Humiliate the goalkeeper.
But Mendy was already down.
No, you see, for Mendy, it will be hard to score a Panenka against him because he hardly moves. And Aguero, if you remember, Aguero did the same thing and he saved the ball. Now, Senegal going. It is Papi Gueye! Oh! Papi Gueye gets the first goal for Senegal! Papi Gueye! Papi Gueye gets the first goal for Senegal! Papi Gueye drives the ball forward. Papi Gueye, it was on mark, it was not challenged, and Papi Gueye unleashed a thunderbolt shot. Papi Gueye gets the first goal for the Triangle Lions of Senegal. It is changing, it is tilted. Papi Gueye gets the first goal for Senegal after all the chaos, after threatening to boycott the game. Papi Gueye plays in the Spanish La Liga for Villarreal, puts Senegal ahead in the game after only 3 minutes in extra time.
Yeah, that was a great finish, a well-worked, play from the training grounds. Look at the exchange of passes they had together before finally Papi Gueye tried to progress play, drive himself into the 18-yard box, then went for a powerful strike far left of goalkeeper Yassine Boni to have given the Senegalese the lead. Crucial goal and crucial moment for Senegal.
Papi Gueye gets the first goal.
I told you it's time for Senegal to also make an occasion to also get the goal after the incident that happened in the game. And I don't know, but I don't see Senegal sitting aloof to watch Morocco equalize this goal. We are going to see a fully packed back for Senegal in the game in the extra time. I don't see them giving Morocco the chance to equalize this goal.
Papi Gueye gets the first goal for Senegal. Senegal 1, Morocco 0. Senegal 1, Morocco 0. Extra time. The Teranga Lions of Senegal are on their way to win the AFCON for the second time in their history. Brahim Diaz, he cannot believe it. He cannot believe the mess he's put his country into. Now Senegal, they have the upper hand, but now Morocco, as Azuli has put through El Naziri. But Diakite sends the ball to Edouard Mendy, who cleared the ball out of danger. But Senegal brings it up again. Announce to Akabi. But Brahim Diaz again, just around the 80-yard box. Benjamin Mendy was well composed to keep the ball out of the net. Senegal 1, Morocco 0. Papi Gueye, not your usual goal scorer, has put his country ahead, but there is still time to play, about 20 minutes more. The Teranga Lions, can they maintain their advantage? Sheriff Ndiaye has been brought down by Naif Agreb. But for Moroccans, they will blame Brahim Diaz.
Well, I think I'm blaming him, though the penalty was poorly taken, a poor one from him. You wouldn't know what was running through his head before, he went for that spot kick. I don't know. I don't actually know. But from where I sit, I had the feeling that he shouldn't be the one, to take the spot kick because of the earlier altercation and how furious he used to be in that material moment before, the penalty incident. So I don't know why they gave him the nod to, take it whilst there is a certain Ashraf Hakimi and the likes on the field of play. But still, I think they will blame themselves. They will blame themselves and also the situation. Had it not been the situation, we were having a very good game, a very fair game. And both sides, even the Moroccan players, are not of themselves.
They are down.
Yes.
Because if I'm a Moroccan, I wouldn't like it for the whole of Africa to say that.
And already
it is
yes.
it is something, especially
from the knockout stages.
After that, the quarter-final game against what was the country again?
Tanzania.
No,
they played it was round of 16.
Yes, but Sadio Mane kept the crossing play. But it looks like the Moroccans are there. They need to get themselves back in the game. Now, Moroccans surging forward. They need to be calm because there is still time to get back in this game. A lot at stake. Now, Salah to Ashraf Hakimi. Hakimi to Brahim Diaz. Can Hakimi get a good crossing back to Diaz at the edge of the box? But he's been dispossessed. And now, Senegal, they give the ball away back to Ashraf Hakimi again. Morocco, El Anoush, just around the box. We will leave it to El Kabi. Bamalik was there to clear the ball out of danger. And Zazuli. Morocco. It is written all over their faces. Edouard Mendy. He seems
look, Sadio Mane will not even allow.
I think that he is loved and respected on the continent. But what he has done today, I think that it will go higher, and that is Sadio Mane. Now Senegal going for the second goal, but Naïm Aguerd was clever to clear the ball out of danger. Now Morocco going again. El Azuri with a touch. But Senegal, they need to be careful with the back passes. Now Mendy has been tripped. Referee, Charlie, it was a bad pass. It was a bad pass from Nyakite.
Joe, just watch the tackle
and see who should be
and see who went in for the tackle. And he is on the pitch holding his leg.
He's done this more than 3 times.
He's on the pitch holding his leg that Mendy was the one who went in hard on him.
The reactions on social media. And I know the group of people who have the field day today. And one thing we've seen is that Senegalese fans were also throwing chairs and bottles onto the pitch whilst they were protesting. And CAF will sanction them And Algerians on the timeline, they said there is the huge call. We all expected corruption on show tonight, and goodness me, Africa just witnessed Senegal get robbed, and that was Senegal's disallowed goal. And for me, Brahim Diaz has been crying. He's been taken out of the game. Brahim Diaz has been taken out. Elias Akomat has replaced him. And also Hamza Ngamani has replaced Mazarawi. 2 new changes for the Moroccans.
Yeah, I think a lot of players are exhausted already, and there are a lot of tired legs in the team, and having other players around who can also come on to effect play, especially when they've not been in action so far as the 90 minutes of action comes to play. And now their introduction will also help, uplift the performance of the team going into the second extra time of the game. Now they are down by a long goal to now. Only is left for them to, make some good changes, try to, effect the changes on a positive note, create some.
And now Morocco coming again, they're whipping the ball, looking for Naziri. Goodness me. El Naziri, glorious opportunity. He couldn't get the ball on target. There was another slight foot from Jakite.
No, I think this is not something that should cause another uproar in the game. I think the Brahim Diaz is on 5 goals. So I think that if he had converted the penalty, he would have been on 6 goals. Yeah. I'm sure that was why they allowed him to play, because on any day, Hashov Hakimi should have converted that penalty.
He would have won the best, but they're still going again. Good tackle from Drissa Gana Guy.
I'm sure the referee will now allow the game to flow more as compared to if before.
Now Ibrahim in the eye. Ibrahim in the eye. Oh goodness. He should have passed the ball. Ibrahim in the eye. Glorious opportunity to double the lead for Senegal. But some timely intervention from Naïb Aguad to stop the ball from getting in. I believe Naïb Ibrahim should have passed the ball to the player on his left, and probably it would have been a different story.
Yeah, it would have been the second goal for Senegal, and would have also been a game over for the Moroccans, being the host nation. And I think gradually the earlier the Senegalese takes their chances and try to double the lead, the better it would be for them in securing the ultimate, because going into the next 15 minutes anything is possible of happening, and it would be better for them to get a second goal, that security goal, that would probably win them all the necessary golden plaque at the expense of Morocco, because the Moroccans are still in the game trying to cause some problems against them.
Additional minutes of extra time, and Morocco rescue things here, but they give them all away very cheaply. Sadio Mane has been tripped, and referee will blow his whistle to end the first half of extra time. Senegal with the advantage. Senegal with the advantage. 15 more minutes to play. They are going to switch playing positions very quickly. It has already started raining in Rabat. 15 minutes. Can something be done?
I'm sure there should be something that can be done. Morocco should try and find the antidote to their goal that will get them the equalizer if they really want to get something out of the tournament, because they've really suffered. as it were, they've tried their best to do a host and win. It was just that just at the latter part of the week climaxing the tournament with a beautiful game, we just saw what happened. But we just came back from the first half. Then Senegal got the goal in the first half, but we are going to the second extra or the extra time for the second half, and it's going to be difficult. Looking at how the Senegalese are playing, they are now compact, they are now resolute at the back. They wouldn't want to give a chance for the Moroccans to get at them. If you are Koulibaly at the bench, now you'll be saying, oh God, where am I, where am I? Because you would always want to go in for that 50-50 tackle, that header, knowing what you would want to win for your team. So I think that it's going to be nice. It's going to be an interesting game. In the next 15 minutes, we are going to see more of pull out or crossing from Achraf Hakimi in the box for the Moroccan national team to see who will be able to challenge the defenders of Senegal to put the ball at the back of the net for the equalizer.
It's raining in Rabat.
Mendy has gone for his blue towel. it's raining, so he's gone for his blue towel.
What a fine.
Once Mendy gets his blue towel, you know, it is about to go down. Mendy's blue towel. He came 4 clean sheets in the Champions League. To win it, no, he considered 4 goals. Malik Diop has been taken out.
He's my best left back
so
in
far.
the competition.
Yeah,
in the competition.
Team of the tournament.
Yes. The best left back. No problem at all with that.
If it's not injury or probably maybe fatigue, I'm sure you should be able to go ahead and finish this game. But let's see whoever has been introduced will also try to make an incursion into the game.
Let's see what will happen. Can Morocco save something? Now, it is Anush. He couldn't get it. Couldn't get the cross in. But managed to get a corner kick instead. That is what we've seen so far. Spirit of the game is definitely gone. But can the Moroccos pull something? Achraf Hakimi with a corner kick. Morocco! But the rebound couldn't find the net. Missed the ball. Some few inches. Ismail Jacobs has replaced Malik Diop. Roman side. It looks like something has fell on the Moroccans.
Of course, when you watch how Brahim just missed the penalty, when Enyusiri went to him, the way he spoke to him, it wasn't in the right way because he was angry. He should have scored that penalty.
I'm not sure the anger was because he missed.
No.
The anger from
they all got furious even before the kick. Even if he had scored.
No, I'm not even talking about. I'm saying that for every Moroccan who was disappointed in Brahim Diaz, I'm sure it was not because he missed.
No.
It was because of the way he played it. It's the same way with Samuel Chukwueze. Nigerians were insulting him. Good save from Benjamin Mendy, but the rebound has been cleared. Morocco definitely not giving up. But Ibrahim Mbaye will start the counter-attack. But Naïm Aguerd was there to save the situation. And like I was saying, for many Nigerians, they were disappointed in Samuel Chukwueze because they say he played a nonchalant penalty. Like, it was the manner in which he took the penalty, not because he missed. So for many, they will be angry because Brahim Diaz, in that position, decided to go for. It would have been a long goal. Decided to go for a Panenka. Panenka in this situation. But there is still time. Senegal going in, and El Anoud. It is the goal scorer, Papi Gay. Now, Ashraf Hakimi, can he get in a decent cross? The ball has been cleared out of danger by Niakite. I think so far, when it comes to the central defenders, my top three will be Calvin Bassey.
Yeah, Calvin Bassey.
Naif Agred and Niakite.
Yes, for sure, 100%. And because of Calvin Bassey, I would even opt for the team of the tournament shoe. I mean, play a 3-back system.
But the other partner, I think it has to rotate between Naif Agred and then Niakite.
Sure. They've been consistent and not being just consistent.
Free kick around.
They've been on top of their game.
The Senegalese boss down to the left-hand side of defense for Senegal. Morocco, they whipping the ball and go straight into the waiting arms of goalkeeper Benjamin Mendy. Was a poor kick in my estimation. But there's still time for Morocco. 10 minutes in football is such a long time. Yassine Bounou with the long kick. But Papi Gay won possession. He gave it away. Senegal, they win it back. Now Idrissa Gana Guy, Ismail Assar, and Senegal! And Senegal, oh goodness me! Sharif! Goodness me! Goodness! Sharif Ndiaye with the miss of the tournament. Sharif Ndiaye, my goodness, how can you miss?
In fact, after missing the first attempt,
he had the
rebound. Yes, he should have. I mean, scored that one. He should have scored.
Brahim Diaz should be a happy man. Brahim Diaz should be a happy man because this is a clear goal. This is a clear. Even for nothing at all, would have been that the goalkeeper, at the second chance, had his hand to the ball, but if the ball had gone into the net, they would have taken the goal.
Oh yes, no. Yeah. Hey, look. So he was not holding the ball. So it was no man's land.
No.
No man's. Just tap the ball at the back.
Look.
Just tap the ball at the back.
So the goalkeeper kicks. He hits the ball to hit the player.
Yeah.
Goodness me, Sharif Ndiaye.
Because this should have been the second goal. This should have been the second goal. I just hope and pray it doesn't come back to hit and equalize them or equalize the goal for
Sharif Ndiaye. How do you do this? But they have another opportunity with a free kick. Ibrahim Mbaye will take it. Sadio Mane is also lingering around. Would they be going for a cross or a straight attempt at getting a goal? They're whipping the ball to the far end. Trust Morocco to clear the ball out of danger. And I'm still picturing that miss from Ibrahim Ndiaye. I cannot forget what I've seen. How do you miss? But then Can Morocco respond? El Naziri, good control. Down to his left hand side. He pushed the ball to the far end. Now El Anous, will he be able to generate a pass? They lose possession. Morocco, they pick it up. Papi Sessi, instead of him to control the ball, he was waiting for somebody to bring it to him. And Senegal, strong. I think it was Mani. At his age and the way he's running, and if you look at what some of the young boys are doing, it's very, very, very irritating.
Sadio Mane, in fact, whenever he's in the shirt of Senegal, he looks a different animal. And of course, he's been doing this for some period of years now. In the shirt of from Southampton days where he was unplayable. In the Liverpool shirts, he gave them some, great seasons, and also he didn't have that good of, spell at Bayern Munich. But now with Al Nassr he's doing so. And this is another
factors went against.
Yes, and this is another opportunity donning the shirt for his nation, and of course he's delivering. There shouldn't be any way he would get himself off track, and that is why he loves his country, and we all know from how he loves the Senegal country. So I think he's just offering service to his motherland.
Now in the air is going again. Papi Gay nearly got to the second one. Now I don't know why Yassine Bounou, I think he was lucky. The ball came to his direction. If he had picked the spot, well, we will have been a different story. Now the corner kick, they take it. Now, Sadio Mane, but the ball has been intercepted.
I don't know, but I'm sure after the penalty that Mendy saved, after the game, I'm sure he will be adjudged the best goalkeeper.
I think that the best goalkeeper will go to Yassine, because today, or aside from everything, I think that he's made the best saves in this game.
Oh, yeah.
Yassine Bounou has made that save from Ndiaye, the one from the near post, the header, and the one he saved in the first half of extra time before the goal, and this one.
I just hope and pray it goes like that, because we've seen in games where you don't win.
Normally, they tend to favor the
winning team. You get it.
I think that it was only the last edition that Ron Williams, I think that undoubtedly he was too good to ignore, even though South Africa couldn't get to the final. He was too good to ignore. Now the Senegalese are angry again because they believe this ball, it didn't cross the line. But for us on commentary position, I think we'll only be able to pass a judgment when we see the replay. Coach Papi Thiaw, looks like an agenda boy. Looks like what the antics Mourinho will do, but definitely Mourinho will not ask his players to stay.
No professional manager will do that. 21st century. No professional.
You won't dare.
Coach.
And the people I was disappointed in is the coach and Idrissa Gana, who was wearing the armband.
Yeah.
At this level, you play for Everton. You were robbed against Liverpool under Frank Lampard when I think they scored a clean goal.
Yeah.
It was disallowed. You didn't stay your work. You played.
What should the Anthony Taylors also do?
Yes. Anthony Taylor, they can hold the head of Raskuku and they will score. He will still take a goal. The Chelsea boys should play, because at the end of the day, the game must
They understand the game. That is all. This is sometimes where the disrespect is coming from, because Africa still we've shown today that we've not gone. We don't know. We are still learning. We've not gotten anywhere, because even professional players, professional coaches cannot even just understand simple things. Then we are still far behind.
Far behind. 2 more minutes to go. Last additional time. Yes, the referee not the bribe.
If the referee, if I were the referee, there wouldn't be any additional time.
No, the referee, the referee, I don't know what the referee has done wrong, because he's been spot on.
Yes, because we played
the 90 minutes.
We played all the additional time.
The referee hasn't done
in the first half.
In fact, I can even boldly say here that the referee who officiated Cameroon and Morocco,
he was terrible.
Clearly, he was terrible.
Terrible.
If you are to blame another referee, it was the Ghanaian referee.
Yes.
50-50 match balls or should go in favor of the host nation. This referee has done nothing. In fact, this referee, what at all has he done?
The only mistake that he made,
yes, was the goal. Was the Senegalese goal. Then
that
from there,
that is the
yes.
That is the only mistake that he
Oh,
made.
I don't.
Because I believe that when that sequence happened,
yeah,
he should have allowed the ball to flow.
Yeah.
Because it was such a feeble touch for you to award a foul.
Yeah.
And the VAR also couldn't intervene, because before Ismail Sarr scored, the whistle had already been blown. So that is why for me. And you were asking what I show speed, what he does. You know that he's at the stadium.
He's there.
Watching the game. You know that as at the first 45 minutes, he had 49 million views.
Just filming himself.
Filming himself at the stadium and then showing 49 million.
He's even putting the tournament,
I think the player is bleeding again because of the rings.
And he's not streaming on YouTube.
Just on his club.
He's streaming on Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch.
He's streaming on Twitch. And when it comes to Africa, the Twitch market is not like Europe and America, and even in Asia. So the guy,
I think that was what Ivory Coast did in the previous edition. They took advantage of social media, YouTubers and other things. They gave them opportunity to come explore. So I think going forward, we shouldn't. Yes, there might be some restrictions.
As it stands now, you either join the train or you will be left behind.
That's what I'm saying, that going forward, there should be some restrictions, but there should be some sanity. But at least we should give room if we want our game to grow. Let people watch, get people to see what is happening on the African continent. Then we have to open up for all these people to also come on board. Then see how best they can help us market our African terrain. Then see how best we can go from there.
Well, I think it's been good. 3 more minutes we are doing. We are almost through. 2 minutes out of the possible 3. Some few seconds away to end the entire game. It has been a very good game for sure. Sadio Mane cannot believe it. He's about to, win his country's second AFCON in 3 years. That is massive. And three AFCONs, and it's going to be just beautiful seeing the Senegalese, lifting their second trophy. And also, you look at the technical heads, the coaches who have taken them to this glory. It's inspiring. Young, upcoming coaches, legendary, players of the country trying to,
The whistle might go any moment from now. We are approaching the 3 minutes of additional time. The Senegalese players are already on their feet, looking at the referee Can Morocco get a last attempt? Can they get a last attempt? Now Senegal. Sadio Mane is telling them there is no point in wasting time. They take the throw in. Papi Cissé. Foul has been awarded against him. Senegal, now you are winning. So they need to be very careful. The 3 minutes additional time has been exhausted. Senegal are champions of Africa once again. After the drama of a brief boycott, the tension of a tight contest, and a crucial penalty moment, the Lions of Teranga held their nerve to beat Morocco 1-0. A crucial goal scored by Papi Cissé of Villarreal. Senegal are champions of the African Cup of Nations, a night of controversy, resilience, and the ultimate glory of Africa. Senegal